Live reports on Southwest Washington football come from reporter Bryan Levesque. Check out GSHLFootball.com for more. The Fan Postgame Scoreboard Show continues on ESPN Sports Radio 1080, The Fan.
And we'll join Bryan Levesque right now live here on our Bi-Mart Postgame Scoreboard Show. He's been in McKenzie Stadium for the doubleheader. Heritage with a 21-20 overtime victory over Battleground in the first game. Not as much drama in the second game as Union is staring down a showdown for the 4A title, taking care of Evergreen here so far in halftime. How you doing tonight, Bryan?
Doing pretty good here, yeah. Union about to punch one in again here, so it could get pretty loud soon. They're up 28-3. Cale Pylan well on his way to his 100th win as a high school football coach. And that's going to come up short. But it's a big game over at Columbia River. The Shocker, everybody thought Skyview, as good as they were, would just take it to Columbia River. Columbia River was actually up 14-0 at halftime. Skyview, though, came out. Parker Henry ran in 4 second-half touchdowns, but Columbia River fought back and took a 29-28 lead. Columbia River, or Skyview, however, did just go down and score a touchdown, so they have that lead now. Great game there. We had a double or overtime game here earlier. Well, Heritage beat Battleground. Sorry, a lot going on here, but Heritage beat Battleground 21-20 in overtime. Mark Morris knocked off Washougal, which guaranteed Woodland a playoff spot, and that game's still going on, the big one at the 2A level. Woodland has a lead right now, 29-19, with about a minute to go. Hawkinson has the 29-19 lead. So it looks like if they win that one, Woodland still gets to make the playoffs, and Hawkinson, if they beat Washougal, they'll be in as well.
So wild night. Also a crazy game up at Aberdeen. R.A. Long going up to Aberdeen.
Yeah, there's two teams going in with 1-6 records. And it looks like Brandon Brodyheim just ran in his 5th rushing touchdown of the night for Union, 34-3. We had Jacob Yordy, the sophomore for R.A. Long. He's just been doing everything. He's been running the ball, receiving the ball, running in punts. Yeah, they got that 1-point lead late in the game. It'd be good for them to get that win, having both of them and Mark Morris win heading into that Civil War game up in Longview next week. These two teams, the last 2 years, that game was played for the league title, which hadn't happened since 1987. So, it's kind of a down year for both of them. It'd be good for those two to get wins heading into that final game.
Now, Prairie handled Kelso 49-0. Now, does that assure Prairie a playoff spot for Week 10?
No, it still doesn't do that because they're done with their stuff. But if Mountain View beats Columbia River next Friday night here, the second half, that game's going to go on the same time as the Union Skyview game over at Kiggins. If Mountain View beats Columbia River, Mountain View will and they won 42-0 over Hudson's Bay today. They will lock up the number 2 seed that will give the number 3 seed to Prairie. But if Columbia River, who's in that in a non-league game right now with Skyview, if Columbia River can beat Mountain View, that would force a 3-way tie for second, and because only the 3 teams make the playoff, Camas won tonight over Fort Vancouver 58-6. So we know they're going to beat Kelso next week as well. But what we probably have would be the following Monday, a Kansas tiebreaker, just like overtime. You coin flip, one team gets a bye, the 2 teams at the 25, just like you're in overtime, and then the winners play the winners, and somebody's first, second, and somebody's the 3rd seed.
So lots to be decided. You can go to GSHLFootball.com, get all the finals as well as plenty of video. You guys do a great job, and you can start to see as well how the Week 10 matchups go between the districts at the 2A, 3A, and 4A level.